Hi, I'm Isaiah Buchanan, assistant producer here at FreightWaves, and today we're going to talk about how shippers and haulers can work together more efficiently. The U.S. trucking market is a $940 billion industry, but it still kind of lags behind other sectors in technology, adaptation, transparency, and live communication tools. These inefficiencies can cause shippers to face double brokering, fraud, and even cargo theft. That's why I'm joined today by Hauler Hub's co-founder Sam Ajaman and business analyst Sagar Sadir. I want to thank you both, gentlemen, for being here with me today.
Thank you, Isaiah.
Thank you for having us.
So guys, let's go ahead and get right into this first question. Sam, I'll throw it to you first. Can you tell us a little bit more about Hauler Hub? And can you tell me how Hauler Hub keeps compliant in order to prevent double brokering?
Absolutely. So first off, Hauler Hub came out of the need to basically streamline a process that has been pretty slowed for adaptation to technology, and not just on the hauler side, but for shippers as well. Understanding that with added features in tech and some great procedural opportunities for our team, we can eliminate a lot of those things from happening just by not allowing those bad actors to get into the platform in the first place. So a combination of making sure that they are not even able to enter into the site through all the layers of security to keep our compliance, and also to grow the trust that's necessary to do the business on our platform. And I think Sagar can add a little bit more to that.
Yes, so at Hauler Hub, we take the integrity of our platform very seriously. And we have built-in 5-layer onboarding process to ensure carrier compliance. The process also detects and flags suspicious activities. We also leverage latest technology and implemented algorithms that basically detects and flags every suspicious activities going on in the platform. So we also require a complete track record from the carriers, and we also monitor their performance live.
So we know that fraud is a big problem in the industry. Can you tell me how Hauler Hub helps to reduce or eliminate fraud altogether?
Well, I want to first set out by saying that, there's not a perfect system, but the system that we've created really does help reduce fraud drastically. So just from the outstart of registering and signing up, there's so many layers of security that you have to pass through. There's different ways that we vet both shippers and haulers to make sure that they're appropriate for our platform, for our community. So that being said, we really do take that as a core principle, because we want to make sure that we're able to extend this platform to as many people as possible and have excellent service for both sides, and also make sure that the pricing is working well, not just for one side or the other, but for both sides involved. So that's a big part of what we're trying to achieve. And we really do appreciate the opportunity to be able to bring that to this community, because it's something that we've been needing for a while, that transparency to prevent things like this from even starting in the first place.
Fraud prevention is basically a core aspect of Hauler Hub's mission right from the beginning. We have been building in a culture within our team basically to recognize this evolving nature of fraud, right? It's not consistent. Like, people keep on evolving, then the frauds keep on evolving. So we consistently and continuously work on improving the security of our platform. We basically identify all these bad actors and try to eliminate all the risks within our platform.
So how do you decide which rates are actually good for people to use?
Well, that's where the live pricing tools come into play. So there are live pricing tools not just for shippers to figure out what the market rates are, but also for our haulers as well, to keep track of the miles that they've already accrued through our app. Everything's right there and customizable within the dashboard, which makes it very easy to use. And all of that information is available to the people that sign up for our platform. So being able to log in and understand okay, well, here's my bottom line, but what is the market rate for this region of where we're moving that load? And being able to work with industry standard tools like that is just essential today to be able to stay on top of the bottom lines, when I think this is probably more prominent now than ever before. People keeping their margins under control.
Adding on to that, basically, here is how the process works. So when a shipper logs in and they post a load, as 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 soon as they complete the process, they are getting access to the live lane rates on the lane that they want their loads to be moved. This gives them an comparison on what rates and helps them make a data driven decision on what rates to post the load. So talking about the carrier side, basically when carrier logs in, they get access to our load board and they would want to filter on depending on their requirement. And at that point, this same rate comparison tool basically helps them to understand what basically the late lane rates are at that moment. And it gives them that comparison to work on what loads to book and what rates to book, and to make a decision on how much they want to offer on a load.
So I know that images and documentation can be one of the hardest parts for shippers. How does Hauler Hub handle these documents?
So that, again, is something that we thought of and we planned for, because a lot of people understand the piles of paperwork that happen in this industry and all the people that need to sign off on things that may not even be in the same department. So making Hauler Hub literally a hub for all of your bottleneck of paperwork, where whether it's bill of ladings, POs, images of the actual tractor or trailer, all of those things are living in one place, whether it's documents or photographs, it's all accessible, all under one platform.
So another added advantage is it's basically promoting a culture of dispatch myself, right? A carrier doesn't have to depend on more having more updaters or more people to work. He just can dispatch himself. It's just all under one platform. We basically have digitalized our documentation system entirely. Uh, it's all inbuilt into our mobile platform. As soon as a load is basically completed, all paperwork are documented and sent out to all the actors that is required to have it. It's all automated. It's basically eliminating the need of requesting for paperwork, filing it up, sending it to the required people. It's all automated. And we also built on whatever according to the requirement of the carriers, right? We keep on improvising it. We keep on improvising according to the feedback from both our actors, both haulers and shippers.
So gentlemen, I have one last question before I let you go. Why Hauler Hub? What is it that sets you apart?
Well, that is the question that will bring people to our site, won't it? Essentially, Hauler Hub is more than a load board. A lot of people will use our site to get jobs. Obviously, that's why we're creating a community. But there's so many different things and features that have been so well thought out. It's not technology for technology's sake. The things that are built in are everyday pain points that we experience on both sides of whether you're sending out loads or if you're delivering them. We want to make sure that this is an easy way to adopt the technology by making it very efficient, very easy to use. You don't have to toggle back between multiple different platforms. Everything is right in there for a one-stop logistics stop. It's fantastic in the sense that I don't know how robust other platforms are in the market compared to what we offer for Hauler Hub. But what I do know is that a lot of drivers that download apps with the excitement of something new, it just kind of sits in their phone and they forget about it. We want to be the app that you use on a daily basis. We want to make sure that you're booking more loads with us. We want to make sure that our shippers understand that, guess what? If you are going to pay for your load within 7 days, there are no additional fees. There's no better way to cut your expenses than not paying any additional fees. There are no hidden fees. Everything is transparent, which is another core element of why we created Hauler Hub, for that transparency. And as Sagar said, being able to dispatch yourself, I mean, it's about to be 2024. I can't think of a better time to adopt a new technology and start driving and hauling on the road with us today.
So basically at HoloHub, our vision as a team is to build in a one-stop shop, basically for shippers and carrier. We understand the pain of shippers and carriers in this industry right now. Talking about high brokerages, lack of transparency, dependency of multiple platforms. We are eliminating all that. We are building it all into our one system. We take out all these brokerage charges, additional charges, need for a factoring company. We eliminate all that. It's basically free for a shipper. It's literally free for the shipper to use our platform, and it's basically eliminating all the additional charges for carriers. It's just one single shop for all their use cases. And I believe this is the platform. This is what the industry basically needs at this moment.
Sam, Sagar, thank you for joining me today. This is all the time that we have, but if you want to find more industry updates, you can keep up with them right here on FreightWaves TV.